Irvine serve. Here we go. A beautiful point here in the semifinal match. Nice shot. Let's back this one up. I think we're going to have a lot to go over in this point. Okay, so just going to back this up because I always like pointing these out. It's a deep serve. It's not overly deep, but it's definitely middle of the box. And Parenteau has very clearly made the decision that they are hitting the ball to Jansen. Okay, and Jensen's known for driving it. So Parenteau's made this decision. Why is she making this decision? Because they're doing a switch. So her partner is moving this direction. In these situations, the person you are trying to help is your partner on them seeing if a drive comes, which it did. But in this situation, it's easier for your partner to see a straight coming on ball and volley it back. And that's why she hits it there. So I would also hit it at Jansen because she's normally more aggressive up at the net. And so you're trying to make her stay back longer. And so Parenteau's willing to do the runaround and deal with the most likely speed up because that's what's going to help her team out the most. Okay, so she hits a nice cut backspin volley to try and keep Jansen back. Jansen does that classic. You only got one bullet in the gun. She fires the drive once and then immediately switches to a drop. Now let's just back this up. This was the initial hard spinning ball. She's at the baseline. She hits that drive. She moves in. She gets a softer ball that checks up with backspin, and she's easier able to drop it. So that's why you actually hit the third shot drive, is to give yourself an easier fifth shot drop. It's not to magically get all the way to the kitchen in one go or to win the point. So she does a seventh shot reset. Nice backhand reset. Gets really nice and low on Todd. And now we're into this dink battle. Oh, let me back that up. I didn't realize Todd sped this ball up. Yeah. So Jansen does it again. Has patience. Resets it off her backhand. Here we go. Short checkup. It appears that Todd is basically going to be using her backhand dinks aggressively. Like, she sped up that other one. Irvine sees that she's definitely going to try and speed that up again. That ball floats, and Irvine just misdirects to try and basically backhand chicken arm Parenteau, and it works on her paddle being down. So I know we can't see where her paddle is at. Parenteau's arm form is going down like this. So she's got both hands on it, and the paddle is definitely below the height of the net. We can pretty much say that because as you see, when it comes out from her body, where is it at? It's low. And that is the one thing. If you are playing doubles, it's more often going to occur in doubles when you get into these dink battles. Once you see if you're going to take the risk, okay, so I want to be very clear on this. Irvine took a risky shot, right? I'm not saying that ball is actually at her knee because she's out hitting it in front of her, but it's definitely below her shoulder. So just a quick reminder, shoulder above, green ball, shoulder to knee, yellow ball, knee down, red ball. So you're taking a risk. It's not that you can't speed up a yellow ball, but you're taking a risk. When should you take the risk of speeding up a yellow ball? One of the number one times, if you're going to take the risk, it's most likely going to work out for you, is when you see your opponent's paddle is down. And that's what she saw. She sees Parenteau's paddle drop, and so she goes high with it. There's not a lot of power on that. It's just a misdirect, little flick. Probably would have dropped in because it's not moving very hard. and Parenteau just can't catch up to it, and she hits it straight down into the net. So nice attack ball, but this point actually broke down right here, and this is what we're talking about. So this is a little bit of a pop-up, a little bit of a drive. I don't believe that Todd was, I mean, this is clearly not a speed up because it's dropping back down by the time it gets to Irvine, so I'm not calling this a bounce attack. I just think it floated on her as she was trying to put some pace on it, which allowed Irving to step into it. So, but the two mistakes here are in this dink and then in Parenteau having her hands too low and not ready for it coming across. I'm just looking right now at Todd's form on this. She does let the ball get a little bit into her, but not that bad. Here's the one thing that I really like. Parenteau's game is just beautiful. And the one thing that I want to point out is this ball comes across here. What you will see a lot of people doing a lot of the time is this player, Parenteau, stepping over basically right into their teammate, giving up all this course space over here to hit this ball because it's coming across to take their forehand. I like how calm Parenteau sits right here and goes, okay, you're hitting it to my teammate. You're hitting the ball directly to them. The ball is checking up into their body. That is exactly who I want hitting the shot. It doesn't make any sense for me to get out of position to try and struggle to hit that ball back. Now, it didn't work out for him, but the most likely person that's going to hit a good shot and going to hit it in is Todd in that scenario. And so I like Parenteau's trust in her teammate and allowing the play to proceed the correct way. It will work out in the long run.